Some people dream about having a waterfront property. Not me. This video is really intended to show the engineers of the city of Sherbrooke how they made a drastic mistake with some culverts for runoff water. Last night it rained, and it rained hard. So watch this, and then towards the end we'll have a look at the damage caused. So we've had another flood, and the water here is terrible. Almost at the top of my boots, but look at it coming down here. I'm just going to take a walk up the road a little bit, if I can. You can see how deep it is, but it's very powerful. So when we have a look at the other side, we see this. It's full, but it's not too bad. But we want to have a look at the other side. This is, well, you can see how high it is off my forklift. It's pretty bad. I'm going to have a look at the top, because I've got some light. That's my neighbour. So you see all this lot's flooded out. My workshop's flooded. We'll have a look at that in a minute. But you see, one of the problems is there's a culvert that goes under here, and it can't cope with this excess water. This is what I really wanted to show you. The culvert down here is blocked with all sticks coming from the top, and the city put this other culvert here a few years ago, which makes the problem even worse, because when we get to this culvert you can see quite clearly the amount of water coming through here. It cannot cope. You see, this is the natural water coming off the hill. Here, nothing. But now we've got all this. Just can't cope. Now if we look around the other side, we'll go up the hill a little bit. You see how the water's getting diverted here. It's just too much, it can't cope. So instead, what they should have done is diverted it to go down there, because that's causing no damage at all down there. But this is terrible. We've said this years and years ago, and now the city said, oh, it's not our responsibility. Well, I think this video will prove that it probably is your responsibility. Stupid thing about this, the way they put this water, because the water now goes down under my culvert across the front of my drive, and then right at the end it kicks back over this way, so it just does a big loop. So I want to show you inside my shop what's inside. We'll have a walk through here. You can see how deep it is. And of course things didn't help when they built the road up. When they redid the road, they put the road higher, so the water used to go this way. You can't get there now. I certainly can't lift my building up. Like a monsoon, isn't it? Now this side isn't too bad. It got a little bit of water in the foundations. However, down here is a completely different story. Well, you can see in my shop it's all now muddy water. You know, I've got to clean all that up now, more work. But let's have a look outside here. You can see the force of the water pushed all the weeds over this way, look, all the weeds. So that saved me a job. But now we can see what happened here. 2-3 years ago, the city came down and built all this lot up with rocks like that. Well, now they've all ended up down there. You see the end of the drain? This is how much has washed away last night. Look at that. That's the tube coming from my guttering. So all that's gone. So you can see the size of the drain pipe there, and it's running just slowly now. But let's go and have a look at the rest of it, because it's kind of interesting. Hell of a lot of force of water coming down here, and walking on it was treacherous. Now, I don't know if you can make out how much silt has built up. All this was washed off here, but wait till you see my Land Rover. Look how the water's eaten into there. So walking on this last night, when it was all covered with a foot of water, you'd fall down there, you'd break your ankle. So yeah, that's it. You see where a car was parked here, another hole there. My containers got flooded, came up quite a few inches, and again you can see it's all mud all the way through. You can see on that piece of trim there that's all covered in mud. It was past the top, past the rim. Again, water in here. It looks like it's been to the edge of the rim on the tyre. But let's have a look up the top here, because I haven't been up here since this. You can see, look how it's all flattened off the grass. Amazing. But this is the problem. When we looked at that last night, it was almost 3/4 up the culvert. But the water coming down here was next to nothing, and that's what it was. That culvert under my property was designed for, this water and not this. So let's pause this here and let me have a walk up the hill, and I'll show you something else. Didn't stand a chance, did it? Anyway, it doesn't happen every time it rains, but we did have a lot of rain last night.